So you want to visit Malindi? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Damaris Jenga. I create travel and lifestyle videos, and today I am more than glad to come and share with you how to travel to Malindi on a budget. I traveled Malindi for some time and I thought this is an informative video and a guide for anyone who has been looking forward to travel to Malindi. All the gist and everything you need to know is in this video, so stick around and watch to the end. If you're new here, please subscribe to our channel and let's get started. So the first thing that you definitely have to ask yourself, when is the best time to visit Malindi? According to me, I've been to Malindi severally, so I would say you can visit Malindi any time of the year from January to December. But if you prefer traveling when there is plenty of people, definitely in December and around March, April, there are more people traveling around the coast generally and also in Malindi. So I would recommend for you guys to travel to Malindi around November or July. Okay, around July and June there are less people in Malindi because that's when it's like low season, but the temperatures don't necessarily change so much. And that brings me to talk about what you need to pack when you're going to Malindi. Make sure you pack lightly, make sure you pack clothes because the temperatures and the humidity there are high, so you definitely have to consider yourself in some bikini outfit. Make sure you carry your swimming costume because most of the activities at Malindi is the beach. Now that brings me to our second concept, which is transport. How do you come from wherever you're coming from to Malindi? One, if you're coming from Nairobi, you can opt to take a bus from Nairobi all the way to Malindi. That is option one, and that will cost something to do with 1,500 to like 2,000 Kenya shillings. The bus will take you from Nairobi all the way to Malindi. The second option, you can use SGR from Nairobi all the way to Mombasa or Miritini, where the Mombasa SGR terminus is. Then from there, you can take a bus from there where it costs 500 Kenya shillings for the bus that we used all the way to Malindi town, and you get some good time. Now about the transport around that place, one, there are taxis and cabs for anyone who is more convenient, who thinks to do with Uber. You can use Uber apps, and the best way for you to move around in Malindi is using tuk-tuk from one place to another, maybe from your place of accommodation to wherever you need to go for your activity, to the beach. You can use a tuk-tuk. I also used motorcycle, which are also pretty affordable and easily accessible from wherever you are. And guys, I am in love with Malindi because of that. There's less traffic. You cannot compare the traffic in Malindi to that of not even Mombasa. You can't even compare it to Nairobi, so it's a perfect place to go and chill and have a good time. And now let's talk about accommodation. In my stay in Malindi, I got to stay in one very beautiful place. I also got surfed in Malindi, just for anyone who thinks, of course, surfing is available here in Kenya. There's also a backpacking area, but today I'm going to take you through a place called Breeze Point, which is a hotel where you can go there with pretty a good budget. Now when you're looking for a hotel, there are things you should consider. One, place that has maybe a swimming pool because it's very hot in Malindi. The second thing, it should be somewhere close to the beach, and that at least they should be able to provide you with Wi-Fi. So I found Breeze Point to be one sufficient place for anyone who would be wanting to go to Malindi on a budget, maybe alone or with people. You also get to meet awesome people there. Like, I interacted with some of the people there and we became friends. Up to date, we are now friends. So definitely I'm going to give you a small tour of Breeze Point. So all these things you can come do here.
open air dancing. And guys, you look up there, that's a rooftop up there that I'm going to take you later. There's also a restaurant here and the cooking area, I think even a bar there. From the restaurant we have a pool where we are about to indulge in this pool and enjoy some special swim. Anyway, I just saw a name special and I thought they normally have special plates and special menu. I can't wait to see what will appear on that. And then up there, guys, is where the rooms are, continuing on that other side. And on this other place, I don't know if you can see the conference, that's the conference room, and this is the restaurant.
Now, if you're not satisfied by that kind of accommodation at Breeze Point, Malindi has various forms of accommodation. Of course, if you're talking about luxury, there is from all degrees of however you want to explore Malindi. So it's up to you. The best app for me that I found to book in Malindi was through booking.com or Airbnb. Actually, that's why I found Breeze Point, as well as I was recommended by someone else, just the same way I am recommending it to you. Now let's talk about food. I loved Malindi's food. Basically, from my experience, there's this guy who does home delivery of Nyama Choma and ugali. Okay, come on guys, I know we are in the coast, we should be eating fish, we should be enjoying all this seafood, but after I was introduced to this guy who has delivery Nyama Choma, my god, it's the best Nyama Choma I have eaten in Malindi, and I'm going to leave his contact in the description box. And this has nothing to do with any affiliation or something. I just loved that meat, and I would actually ask for delivery all the way from Malindi to Nairobi if it was anything possible, because I loved it. So you can definitely make a call and he's going to deliver to your place. That is one place I really loved. But now let's talk about foods that you should make sure you try in Malindi. Apart from the normal coastal foods like the madafu, fish are easily available. And in our activities, once we get to our activities, I'll tell you of a place where we went and found all types of fish when they were harvesting. It's called Mayungu Beach or something. That's where all fishermen from in Malindi go to. You can go there and set up a picnic, which we actually did, and enjoyed roasting fish and ate all sorts of fish. And that's where my relationship with fish got to a point of, you know what, when I talk of fish, I mean like seafood. You can get like lobsters, you can get octopus, you can get all this other fish that look like tilapia, and just get to enjoy that beautiful experience. Now let's talk about activities, but before that, I also found this very local, because as a backpacker I love trying their street food and all that. I found this local place that I would recommend. It's actually a busy place, and our border guide did a great job in recommending that place to us. We loved their chips combined with eggs. I loved it. They had like variety of things that you can eat there, so I would definitely recommend for you to try out. And if you have any doubts in relation to street food, all you need to know is the food fresh? Can you see it being prepared and all those things? Then try. Don't be among the first people who go to eat the food, because you might end up eating the previous day's food. So go when there's a lot of people, when the first degree of people have already been served. And then, okay, that's just life hacks for me as I backpack. Now let us get to the activities that you get to do in Malindi, because we are going to work on maybe a 4 to 3 day itinerary, depending on how much time you have in Malindi. But this guide is intense, and you definitely will have more options for you to do. Now, number one, you can take a tour at Malindi town, explore the place. I always recommend for people to visit the town and see different places, see the structure of the town, how everything is put in order and everything, and even how people do things there. After that, in the evening, you can take a walk at the Golden Beach. Guys, I loved this Golden Beach because actually the sand is very, when you apply on your body, it's glittering. I loved it. Definitely a place I would recommend for anyone who is Malindi. Make sure you go and see this special or different type of beach here in Kenya. The second place you can visit definitely is the Malindi Pier, which is a very famous place where they have built a view where you can just go and see the beach, take a walk around that place, watch as kids swim around that area as you continue on with your walk. And we also proceeded to swim at that beach that was close to Malindi Pier, which was actually fun. We enjoyed. In the evening, the waves are so intense, they are so strong. We enjoyed jumping on the waves and just playing around with the water. It was fun, we loved it, and I would definitely recommend for you to take a swim at Malindi Beach. Now let's talk about Malindi Marine Park. In my travel to Malindi Marine Park was closed, but I have been there before. So definitely what necessarily happens at Malindi Marine Park is people go there for the boat activity where you snorkel, and then you can go to a place where there's an island, and then you can roast, like you can have a barbecue, and then you can have a good time. And this time it was closed because of COVID restrictions, but I'm sure by now they have opened, because by the time we were almost leaving Malindi, they had opened the place, but they would not allow public people to go swim. As much as if you're going to Malindi Marine Park, it's a beach area, very beautiful, very white sand, clean. I love it, and I was looking forward to have a moment there, but that did not get to happen because of the pandemic. But anytime, you can definitely go check that out, and you will have a good time there. Now, the next thing that you can do anytime you are in Malindi is you can go to Vasco da Gama pillar. Now, if you're not Kenyan, or if you are not from Kenya, definitely you maybe have no idea what Vasco da Gama pillar, but for us Kenyans, we learned about the Vasco da Gama pillar, things to do with Portuguese, and the things to do with how slavery and all those things to do with our country gaining independence and all those things. We got to learn about the Vasco da Gama pillar, which is a pillar that it's a historical site. Let me just say that. So you should definitely visit this Vasco da Gama pillar. You can see it from afar actually if you are at Golden Beach, but if you want to have like an up close with it, take photos, it's a historical place you should definitely visit. You can get a chance to go there. Other places to visit in Malindi is Mayungu Beach. As I have mentioned before, go there, roast all types of fish. The fish have been harvested. So at that place, you can enjoy a swim. You can go with people, set up a picnic site, and just have a good time and buy very, very fresh fish as they come at the shores of the beach. Now, I think I will not do Malindi justice if I don't tell you that actually Watamu is close to Malindi. It's like a 1-hour drive away from Malindi. So if you have like more time in Malindi, you can opt to just go to Watamu and experience a whole different experience. And that video, I am going to link it in the description box. And if these videos are put in order, then that video is going to be coming out tomorrow of my experience in Watamu. And that's why we're going to break down to other places that you can visit, like Gedi Ruins and all that stuff. So stick around and stick here, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video like this one you're talking about. Now, I also want to mention, in my stay in Malindi, I had a few things that affected my itinerary, but these are two things I had planned to do but I didn't get to do, and I thought I should mention to you so that anytime you go to Malindi, you can check that out. The Mambrui sand dunes. Now, Mambrui sand dunes is a place where like there are beautiful sands just like you see in deserts, and it is so beautiful. I was looking forward to go there, but I didn't get a chance to go there, but I will definitely be back for Mambrui. The second is the Hell's Kitchen. The Hell's Kitchen is also one of a hidden gem where like there's just a whole story behind the Hell's Kitchen, and one day when I get the chance to take you there, I will definitely take you along. There's also another place that you can visit when you go to Malindi is River Sabaki. Now, River Sabaki is just like another experience of Congo River. If you watched my video on Diani, which I am going to leave a card up here or in the description box, you have an idea what River Sabaki is. River Sabaki, you can get to see crocodiles and also observe the water or enjoy seeing the water as it drains to. You enjoy seeing the water as it drains to the ocean, which is pretty interesting. Guys, I cannot fail to tell you of this one very important thing that you have to carry anytime you're going to Malindi. Make sure you carry good spirit, good energy, great people, have fun, enjoy, maximize your holiday. The place is beautiful. You will enjoy your time there. Just be just be on your cautious in terms of security. Malindi is so secure, you have nothing to worry about. I have actually not heard of issues in Malindi in relation to security. And yeah, so definitely enjoy your trip as you plan to Malindi, and I hope this guide has done you well and you have an idea of places to go. Now, if you liked this video, I have created other similar videos where I'm taking you to different places and showing you different things that you can do in the different places which are here. And thank you so much for getting to this part of the video. Until next time, bye.